I'm Amy Cherry. This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, here to wow ya. A Palm Coast woman is sentenced in a 2015 child sex abuse case, Rich Petchke reports.
Aaron Vickers received 2 concurrent life sentences plus 285 years in jail for performing sex acts with her 1-year-old daughter and broadcasting them live over the internet. Vickers had been convicted in September of capital sexual battery and promoting sexual performance by a child, but her sentencing was delayed while 47 related charges were pending. Vickers took a plea deal on those charges last Friday. Her ex-boyfriend and co-defendant Paul Dykes was convicted in charges related to the case in December. He's expected to be sentenced on Tuesday. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Rich Petchke.
This portion of WNZF Local News, a service of the Daytona Beach International Airport. Fly to the Big Apple in a New York minute on JetBlue from the Daytona Beach International Airport.
A $25 million dunes restoration project kicked off this weekend with a ceremonial groundbreaking. John Arking has more.
More than 750,000 tons of sand will be used to fortify the dunes for up to 11 miles of beach in one of the largest projects of its kind ever undertaken on a Florida beach without federal involvement. Among those in attendance was State Senator Travis Hudson, who said this was just the first step in a long-term plan to protect residents.
We're going to have to keep continuing to fight for these dollars because the next storm is coming. We don't know when, but it is coming, and we want to ensure that there's a system in place for all of our beaches so that we continue to renourish these dunes because it's very important. 2
of these 6 beach-ready dump trucks were displayed for the event on the seaward side of a dune filled with the whitish sand being trucked in for the project. It's expected to eventually blend into the darker Flagler County beach sand. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm John Arkin.
The embattled lessee of a Flagler Beach golf course that's owned by the city hangs on. Terry McManus, who owns Flagler Golf Management that runs Ocean Palms Golf Course, pleaded with Flagler Beach city commissioners not to terminate his lease. He turned in required financials and back rent and utilities. Commissioners who appeared fed up and ready to get rid of him agreed, though, and withdrew the motion to oust McManus. Instead, he's now on probation with another set of financials due in 3 months. And McManus's lease will be reevaluated at that time. The golf course opened in the middle of 2016 but was damaged by Hurricanes Matthew and Irma and then shuttered after a city stormwater project tore up the fairways.
It's been quite a journey, and many of you have been on it with us.
Coastal Cloud is celebrating its 5th year in Palm Coast. The tech company did $20 million in business in 2017 and employs 130 people. What started out in Tim and Sarah Hale's home has become one of the largest business and technology consulting companies in the southeastern U.S. Tim Hale thanked his team for their hard work that helped them get there.
At the end of the day, we're just a people business, right? We put in technology, but we don't actually create the technology we use. I often describe to clients, we put together Legos. The Legos we use are something built by a company called Salesforce.com. We're just the ones that assemble them. So it's really all of our people, and we would not be here without you guys.
Helga Van Eckert, director of the Flagler County Office of Economic Opportunity, calls Coastal Cloud a success story.
It's not just having Sarah and Tim Hale here as their business contributing on an economic sense, but they also give back to the community and get involved in different efforts that are going on statewide, quite frankly.
At its celebration, Coastal Cloud also announced a new youth program. The company is working with CareerSource and Flagler schools to provide internships to local high school students. And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Amy Cherry.